Boom! At the open, our all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". Yeah, I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them cans, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend, but are ready to get down to business because it is a big week. It is a huge week coming up. Why? I'll tell you in a moment. Last week, I told you that the markets were going to be crazy. We had monster gains last week. It was a huge, crazy, volatile week. The volatility is back in the market. Without any question of a doubt, volatility is back. When volatility is back, that means opportunity is abundant, and abundant is it ever. No matter what you trade, small cap, mid cap, large cap, stocks, options, crypto, futures, commodities, it doesn't matter. There's opportunity in every single corner of this market, and I'm going to tell you exactly what corners I'm focusing on to make money here this week. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I've been trading and investing for over 17 years. I began my career working for T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. It was my very first job out of college. They made me go through a 3-month educational trading program before I touched $1 of their money. That is where I learned how to become a trader. And then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. That was the stock market crash. But that was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, along with my team of 10 professional trading moderators and an over 30-person staff. We have helped thousands of members reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here at TTG. If you do not know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university and professional level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We provide live workshops and individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also cover all styles of trading. We do day trading, swing trading. We also do long-term investing. So there's something for everybody here inside of TTG. But guys, we take that professional level of education similar. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month training program that I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. We combine that with today's top financial tools. These are tools that give you more information. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. Now, if you were to go pay for these tools on your own, it's going to cost you around maybe $5,000, $6,000 a year. That's why so many people don't use them, because they're expensive, but you should be using them because they increase your edge. They give you an advantage. That's why successful traders use them. I understand that. And that's why we've spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their tools and their products on our platform at no additional cost. This way you guys have access to them and you can use them. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, and supportive community of traders that you're ever going to find. And of course, you get access to all the trade alerts from the moderators and myself that have been able to collectively, as a group, maintain a win rate on all of our executions of around 80%, now going on the last 3 years. So if you guys are here to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG pro trading mods, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and market commentary that can help you guys become better traders. So if you are new, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. All of you, smash that like button and turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. Now, aside from getting into all of the huge catalysts that we have coming out this week, and there's a lot of them, aside from me going over my exact game plan of the stocks I'm focused on with entry and exit prices, of how I plan on making money this week, because I'm going to give you my whole game plan. I'm going to break it down for you. These are the stocks I'm looking at. These are the prices I'm going to go long. These are the prices I'm going to go short. I'm going to give you the whole game plan. I'll give you the whole breakdown. But on top of that, one of you is going to win $1,000 later on this live stream. But all of you are going to be armed with the education, game plan, resources to have the best chance of making money this week. So pay very close attention. In a minute, I'm going to give you the first of 2 code words. with the second code word coming later on in this live stream. Then at the very end of the stream, we're going to take everyone's name. We're going to put it into a random name picker that's called the Wheel of Names. We're going to spin the wheel live. If you win, you'll have a couple minutes to send a text message to a phone number that we put right down at the bottom of the screen and give us those 2 code words. If you can do that, you win $1,000. Simple as that. Okay? Now, how do you get the money if you win? Easy. PayPal or Venmo account? Cool. We'll just send you the money. Now, before we do get started, though, I want to thank our partners over at Benzinga. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational products and tools, yet they still fully endorse the Teachy platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and community. We're very grateful to Benzinga for offering, for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer also the Benzinga Pro newsfeed and Squawk feature that's worth over $1,000 a year. If you go to Benzinga directly, it's included for members of TTG when you join the annual membership. You guys get that all included. So if you're here from Benzinga, you guys are in the right place. And the very first code word for this evening, listen up carefully, guys. This is the first of 2 code words. All right, I'm giving away $1,000 on the stream, but you need to know both code words. The first code word is earnings. Earnings. That is the first code word for this evening's giveaway. Again, I'm giving away $1,000 at the end of this live stream. You need to know the 2 code words in order to win. The first code word is earnings. Earnings is the first code word of tonight. Good luck, all of you in the running for that $1,000. Now, all right, everybody, listen up. Listen up. Seriously, listen up and listen good. In fact, I'm going to do what we do in chat. Actually, if you are listening, you are paying attention, you can hear my voice. I want you guys to all go ahead right now and type the number 1 inside of chat. Go ahead, literally type the number 1 in chat. I want everyone here, TTG members, non-members, I want everybody here to type the number 1 in the YouTube live chat right now. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. I want to make sure that everybody is paying attention because the things that I have to say are extremely important. So go ahead and type the number 1 in chat. You know what? While you're at it, while you're busy typing number 1, smash that like button while you're at it. Go ahead and smash that like button. Turn that thumb blue. Go ahead and smash that like button. Excellent. Fantastic. Now that I have your attention, I need everybody. I know I'm like giving you guys a lot of orders tonight. Now that I have your attention, I need everybody to go ahead and look down at your seat. Look at your seat. Do it. Seriously. Actually do it. Look. Just look down at your seat. Right? If you're just look down. Okay? Look right into your lap. I'm not joking. Seriously, do it. Because what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure that your seat buckles are fastened, that your tray tables are upright as we prepare to go into this week guns blazing. It's going to be a wild week. Turbulence is on the horizons. Right now, okay, the jobs market is stronger than ever. Inflation, it's on its way down. The best numbers of consumer sentiment that we've had in over a year. And the stage is set. The markets have rallied. We've made a new 52-week high. And right now, dare I say it, even though there's a part of me that's been extremely cautiously optimistic, dare I say it, it looks as though there is no recession in sight. At least not yet. All of the data, every single piece of data that continues to come out is going into the soft landing bucket. Everyone, every inflation report, every consumer report, every single jobs report, every single piece of data is going into the soft landing bucket. Now, regardless what you believe might happen, the data has happened and it has not shown a recession. The GDP data, the jobs data, the inflation data, the consumer data, none of it shows a recession right now. Now, I believed that we are going to have a mild recession. If you've been following our live streams for the last year, you know that I've been saying, I think we're going to have a mild recession. I never thought we're going to have this deep, severe, world is ending recession, but I thought we were going to have a mild recession. Seriously. Now, the logical, experienced part of me that's been doing this for 17, 18 years, the part of me that saw and traded through and won an award during the 08, 09 crisis, the part of me that's made significant amount of money in the markets, my knowledge of the macroeconomic environment, how macroeconomics work, everything tells me that by now we should have seen higher unemployment. By now we should be heading into a recession. But it's not even like we're receiving any conflicting signals. Guys, everybody, welcome from the Stockmaster app. We got a ton of people joining us from the Stockmaster app. Welcome. Guys, listen, if you're joining us from the Stockmaster app, this is how you make money in the markets this week. I'm giving you my entire game plan. We got earnings starting up this week. I'm breaking down. I'm going to give you guys my entire game plan. I'm going to tell you exactly how I plan on making money this week. The stocks I'm focused on, the entry points for longs, the entry points for shorts. I'm going to give you the entire game plan here later on in this live stream. So if you guys are here from the Stockmaster app, welcome all of you. You guys are all in for one hell of a treat. But we are not getting any conflicting signals right now in any of these data points. Every single piece of data is going in the soft landing bucket. We have not gotten recession data yet. It's just not here. There's no signal right now that is showing recession except for an inverted yield curve. And it's becoming, although against everything that I know, it's becoming increasingly harder to put your stamp on a mild recession. That I've had that theory for the last probably 6 to 9 months. I've been saying, hey, I believe we're going to have a mild recession. Now, does that mean that everybody should just go and buy into the markets right now as a reality to all-time highs? No, that is not what I'm saying, because nothing goes up in a straight line. And as awesome as the market has been this year, the markets are up huge this year, especially the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is on fire. Okay. Assuming even if this continues, I do believe that there's going to be a pullback. There always has been. I do believe that there's going to be a bit of a slowdown and a bit of a pullback. So I'm not saying go ahead and dive into the markets and start investing right now at these prices, because the market's going to rip to 500 and 550 and 600 on the spot. We're going to go to 6,000 on the S&P. I'm not saying that. Okay. But even if we're on the way to 460 or 480, it's not going straight there. People are in chase mode right now. People have massive FOMO because not enough people invested when the markets were crashing last year like we did. A lot of people told me that I was stupid last year when I was investing in the markets last year. The SPY was in the 360s and I'm dumping money into the markets. And a lot of the stocks that we bought are up triple digits, like Meta, like Nvidia, like AMD. You take a look like Microsoft and Alphabet and Amazon, like some of these stocks that we bought into last year, Datadog, Fortinet, Palo Alto. Some of these stocks are up over triple digits already. If not triple digits, 50%, 60% in less than a year. Are you kidding me? Thank God that we were dumping money into the markets at that time. Okay. Now, with earnings coming up this week, things can get wild. Things can get absolutely wild. I don't need to go and invest and buy blindly tomorrow. I can wait for pullbacks. I can control all my emotions. And don't let me, I'm not saying that we're not going to have a recession. Also, don't get me wrong. I don't want you guys to think that as I'm saying this, I'm saying that's it, recession canceled. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it's not here right now, and there still isn't a sign of it. So yeah, sure. Maybe is there a mild recession next year? Maybe. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but the timing that everybody had on it is certainly wrong, flat out wrong. I am astonished that it's July 16th and the unemployment rate is 3.6%. I am astonished. And sticking to that thesis, it's becoming harder and harder and harder to really say we're having a recession, we're having a recession, it's becoming harder to say that. That is what I'm saying. Even though everything that I know tells me that is what should be happening, right? Perhaps maybe the timing is just off. Everybody always wants to say, like, no matter what the time is, right? Not just right now, always throughout history. Everybody always wants to say, oh, but this time it's different. Oh, but this time it's different. Like, everybody always wants to say that throughout history. It's always this time is different, right? And in reality, it never really was different. It's the exact same scenarios playing themselves out over and over again, just with different catalysts, right? But there has been nothing of, that's just been wishful thinking all of the other times throughout history because nothing actually was different. But this time, you actually could say that things are different, because this time you've never had in history the entire global economy shut off, trillions of dollars get injected into the economy, and then have the economy turned back on. That has literally never happened before in history. So if you do want to make an argument that this time it's different, well, out of all of the other times in history when people have said stuff like that, this time you could say that things are different, because in fact, there are things that are different this time. There are things that have happened over the last 2 years that have never happened before in history. Okay, ever. So there's a lot of reasons that it shouldn't be different, but yet here we are. The numbers are what the numbers are. And as hard as some of them are to believe. Now, listen, if you want to put your tinfoil hat on and you want to say, oh, but the numbers are manipulated, the numbers are fake, they're not accurate, whatever you want to say, maybe it's true. Maybe that's even true. I'm not here to say that that's true or false, but it's also not my place to determine that. My job is to take the numbers that I am provided with and use those numbers to make the most money possible and to help others make the most money possible. And so far, we've done a pretty damn good job of that. You see, members at TTG, make no mistake about it, these $1,000 giveaways that we do, these huge laptop giveaways that we do, we're giving away $15,000 worth of electronics to lifetime members tomorrow. The only reason that these things are possible, we have 10,000 members in 115 different countries. The only reason that any of this is possible is because people are making money and they're becoming better traders with True Trading Group, regardless of what the market environment is, regardless of what the market is doing. We didn't just emerge from the stock market guru primordial ooze, okay, during COVID. We've been in business, we've been around, and we've been helping traders since 2017. And if the market and the economy stays this way for a while longer, where your job is secure, and even if you lose your job, you can find another one quickly, and the markets keep moving higher, and you don't invest in yourself, and you don't get in or get back in this market, then the consequences are on you. The fact remains, year over year, day after day, people are making money and they are becoming better traders with True Trading Group. And I will prove that to you right now. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor real quick. If you're a member, now I'm speaking to members. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you're making money and you are becoming better traders because of TTG. Just go ahead right now and type the number 1 inside chat. Anyone that's not a member, pay attention. Try to count how many people type the number 1. These are not bots. These are real people. These are people that are just like you. So just go ahead and try to count and see how many people are typing number 1. You see, all these people did not wake up one morning and just decide, you know what? I want a mansion. I want a Lamborghini. I want to travel the world on a yacht. So I'm just going to hold some garbage and meme stock to the moon. That's not what these people decided one morning. These people didn't have insane amounts of free time, no responsibility, endless amounts of cash. These people didn't have any of those things. They just wanted a better life. These people wanted a way to not have to worry about groceries, not have to worry about rent, to give their children the future that they deserve. That's what these people wanted, to be able to send their kids to college, to be able to send themselves to college, to be able to leave that shit job that they're stuck at, or to be able to just make a little extra money. Some people are really happy with their jobs, but they wanted a little bit more. And guess what? The stock market is the only place where you are not limited or capped on your earnings potential. That's why they're here. That's why you're here. You know that. And this month, I told you guys this very same night, last Sunday, exactly 1 week from this moment right now, I said to get ready to make money. I said we were going to make money this week. I said that to you last Sunday at this exact same moment. I said sign up for a True Trading Group membership if you're not a member. I said if you are a member, get your ass in chat. This week is going to be really important because it marks the beginning of some real volatility coming back into the market. And guess what? Last week, I was right. I was 100% correct. We had not 1, not 2, but 3 triple-digit wins last week. 3 of them. And I'm not surprised. There was catalyst after catalyst after catalyst. You had 8 Fed members speak. You had CPI inflation data, PPI inflation data, consumer sentiment, jobs data, every single piece of economic and inflation and jobs data that could have come out to reinforce the market move. It all came out last week. Last week was insane. The markets were ridiculous last week. The trading opportunities in NVIDIA, in Coinbase, in AMD, in Amazon, the Carvana, the trading opportunities in these stocks last week was unlike anything that I've ever seen. And guess what? For 10 points, anybody want to know what starts this week? Anybody want to know what starts this week? What are the catalysts this week that we can all be extremely excited about? Earnings season. Yes, earnings. Earnings start this week. Would you like to know who's reporting this week? Of course you do. I know you would love to know the answer to that question. Let me tell you. Tuesday, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Lockheed Martin, Charles Schwab. Wednesday, Tesla, little small electric vehicle company. You guys might have heard of it. Tesla on Wednesday. Netflix on Wednesday. Little small media entertainment company. You guys may or may not have heard of it. Then you have Goldman Sachs, ASML. Thursday's Taiwan Semi, Johnson & Johnson, American Express closes things out on Friday. So you think about this for a second. What has rallied the stock market so far in 2023? Technology, the NASDAQ 100, semiconductors. It's literally been your semiconductors, which is ASML and Taiwan Semi. You're going to get, and make no mistake about it, ASML and Taiwan Semi, they are going to drastically move AMD and NVIDIA. You better be paying attention. If you have any care about AMD and NVIDIA, which I know you all do, you better be paying attention to ASML and Taiwan Semi's earnings. Tesla is one of the top 7, the Fantastic 7 or the Magnificent 7, they call it. The companies that have become so big and dominate the NASDAQ so much that it has forced the QQQ Invesco NASDAQ ETF to rebalance the ETF because there's too much of a weighting on Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Meta. Those companies make up too much of the weighting of the NASDAQ that they have to rebalance it. You have to be paying attention to these companies because they influence and they impact the entire market. Then you get Johnson & Johnson, American Express. That gives you information right into the consumer. You're getting so, and then you have Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs, and Charles Schwab. It's the banks. You have Western Alliance. Remember WAL, PacWest. These are some of the smaller regional banks that we had that big crisis a couple of months ago. We're going to find out, are they in much better conditions now? All of this starts this week. And you know what doesn't happen this week? This is what I love most about this week. This is why I'm more excited about this week than I was last week. And I was excited as hell last week because volatility was coming back. And I told you we're going to make money last week, and we did. 3 triple-digit wins. But I'm more excited this week. I don't know why. Because no Fed members speak this week. Thank you. Shut up, Fed members. Every single day last week, this member's talking, this member's talking, this member's talking. And they say one sentence and the market has a little temper tantrum. The market goes into a little tizzy. It's annoying when they speak. Well, now it's a blackout period for them. Why? Because the Fed meeting is next week. Fed meeting's next week. So they can't speak anymore in public. That means the market has an uninterrupted, clear runway to do what it needs to do based on earnings, not the comments from Fed members in the middle of the day. Comments from Fed members in the middle of the day, they can tend to be annoying. Why? Because the markets could be strong, ripping. Fed member says something, the markets drop, stop you out of all your long positions. You're like, nope, not this week. Not this week. This week we have to see, okay, what are all the earnings? What are the earnings that are coming out? What sectors are strong? What sectors are weak? Who missed earnings? Who beat earnings? Who raised guidance? Who lowered guidance? And let that momentum carry through the day. I expect this week to be all about follow through. I think we're going to get very large directional follow through moves with few midday reversals where you can really sink your teeth into a position, set a stop loss, and go back to work and let it ride. That is what I think. That's why I'm so excited about this week, because I think we're going to have bigger, longer lasting moves this week. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with earnings in some of the biggest companies in the market this week. That follow through means bigger and longer lasting price moves, which equates to more profit potential for us. Then you really want to make sure your seatbelt is tightened and buckled up for the following week, guys, because that's going to be the Fed meeting. The second half of July is stacked. We've already kicked it off with a bang. If you're on the sidelines, now's the time to get involved. You always wonder when's the right time. People always ask me, when's the right time? Well, the time is right now. And if you're already in the market, it's time that you really start to pay attention and you step up, because this is going to be a big week. I'm telling you, great money will be made in the second half of July. I know what I'll be doing. I know what my members are going to be doing, but I can't speak for everybody else. What I can do for everybody else is I can go over my entire game plan for this week. I'm going to give you a ton of if this, then that scenarios based on earnings releases from this week. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to play these things. I'm going to tell you my entire game plan, how I'm going to make money this week. And you should listen. Not just because I said so, but allow me to remind you, because we have hundreds of people that are on this live stream that I have personally helped, that my team has helped, that our platform has helped to make money, to become better traders, and to better their lives, to change their lives for the better. And one more time, members of True Trading Group, if TTG has changed your life for the better, if TTG has helped you make money, if TTG has helped you become better traders and smarter investors, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Go ahead, type the number 1 in chat again right now. My TTG members. Now, if you are, just go ahead. If you're not a member, pay attention to how many people type the number 1. Guys, these are your peers. These are people that have had all of the same excuses and all of the same hurdles that you have set in front of yourself today. You say, oh, I'm too busy. I don't have enough time. I have a full-time job. I don't have a big account. I don't have enough money. I don't have experience. I've lost money before. I've been scammed by some other JO on a YouTube video before. I understand all of these things that you've put in front of yourself that you believe are obstacles. They are not real obstacles. They are in your mind, because all of these people typing number 1, they all once believed that those were obstacles for them. And all it took was to get a real education, have access to real tools, and be part of a community of professional traders that actually give a damn whether or not they succeed. That's all it took for them to overcome those obstacles. Now, when you see how many people are typing number 1, it doesn't seem like those obstacles are that insurmountable now, do they? Because every single person typing number 1 has overcome them. So can you. Now, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead and type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG in chat right now. Let's go. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. This isn't something I know it's tedious. It sounds silly. No, seriously. Type the letters TTG in chat right now. I want to see it. I want to see how many people are on here that are not members. Go ahead. Seriously. Just type the letters TTG if you are not a member of this community. We got Leonard Brown. What's up, bro? Jabberjit, how are you? We got Andrew. What's going on? Carlos, how are you? Erkenmergen, how are you? Richard, Martin, Nafaram, Mark, Armand, Holloway, Michael, Victor, Aliv, Lewis, Brad, Blake, RV, Fever, Luis, Omar, Robin, Pete Ladsman. Tons of new faces that are with us here today. Renee, Johnny Gutierrez never misses a stream. East Coast Canuck, welcome back. Cheryl, Zachary, Ryan Anderson, what's up, man? Raphael, what's going on? Dylan, how are you? Elvie, what's up? Nice, Jabberjit, welcome. John Bianchi, I hope you're well, brother. Incredible. Mr. Mickey, fantastic. Welcome. All right, welcome. All of you that are typing TTG, welcome. You're all in the right place. You're all in the right place. And before we go any further, I need to do 2 things. Seriously, before I go any further, I need to do 2 things. First thing I got to do is welcome David to the True Trading Group family. David is the newest member of the group. David actually just joined. So everybody welcome David. David is the newest member of the TTG family. David, welcome. All my TTG members, welcome your new brother. David, welcome to the family. And then what I'm going to do, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of you a favor. I'm going to tell you, everyone that typed TTG, real quick, I'm going to tell you how you guys can join True Trading Group, why you should join True Trading Group. And then I'm going to give you the same strategy, education, and resources that help make all of these other people money. When I am done having tell you what they did, having joined TTG, I'm going to give you guys a taste of that. I'm going to give you my game plan for the whole week. I'm also going to give away $1,000 here on this live stream. You're going to want to stay exactly where you are. Everyone that typed TTG, you're going to want to stay exactly where you are. We had 3 triple-digit wins last week. I expect more this week with the way that the markets are unfolding and the catalysts that are in front of us with earnings. I want everyone to listen up and to listen good. Tonight is the very last night that we will have a price point for an annual membership that is underneath $1,000. After tonight, the price is going over $1,000. And going forward, I need you all to really listen and understand this. Going forward, the price will not be cheaper. This has been a long time coming. It's well-deserved. It's very appropriate. Now, for those that are a bit weary on whether or not we're going to lower the price going forward, it's understandable. Here's what we're going to offer everybody. For everybody that signs up tonight, because whoever signs up tonight, you are the last batch of people that are going to join for under $1,000. You're the last batch. If we ever sell a True Trading Group membership under $1,000 in the future, we will credit you the difference. So essentially, this is a price match guarantee so that you know that when you buy a membership to True Trading Group tonight and you join this community, your investment in your education, you know that you are getting the very best price possible. We're guaranteeing it. It will not be lower tomorrow. It will not be a better deal tomorrow. This is the floor. So tonight at midnight, the price is going up to over $1,000. We're not going to be looking back. I want everyone that's on here, if you've been watching us for a while, you've been on the fence, you've seen us fluctuate between pricing, this is it. So tonight's your last chance to get a teaching membership for under $1,000 for the entire year. And just to help anyone and everyone get over the finish line, unfortunately, we were not able to get and re-up. We ran out of laptops on Friday. Friday, we had a couple laptops. We sold out of them on Friday. We were not able to get more from our wholesalers. We have relationships with wholesalers. We can get really good laptops for discounted prices. We buy them in bulk. We have good relationships, but we were not able to get any more this weekend. But Adam, who's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam and myself are going to be purchasing retail those laptops personally so that we can give them out. We had 21. Now we're down to 20. We're going to do that. So 20 people of them between now and midnight. These are Windows laptops. They are brand new. We cover the shipping. It's a brand new Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. You can use it to trade with. You can give it to your kid for school. You can sell it on eBay, put the money back in your account. Doesn't matter. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Don't forget, we have members in 115 countries. So as long as you live on Earth, I'll get you the free laptop, okay? So here's the deal. Go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Now, when you go to ttgoffer.com, the price is going to say $2,212. You must manually type in the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop all the way down to $927. That is a 58% savings. This is your last night to purchase a membership under $1,000. That's it for the entire year. It's $927 for the whole year. It includes all of our courses. It includes all of our tools. Joe, why don't you actually post up a link to the syllabus? This way, members that or viewers that are interested, you guys can click. You can see the list of courses that you're going to have access to. It is a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month training that I went through when I worked at a fund in New York. They didn't let me touch a dollar of their money until I went through this training program. You're getting a simplified and expanded upon version of that. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. There are no upsells for these courses. You don't pay $927, then all of a sudden there's these VIP courses that are another $1,000. We don't play those games. When you join True Trading Group, you get every course that we have available for the $927, 365, 24/7 access for the entire year for $927. But tonight's the last night under $1,000. You're also going to get the Benzinga Pro real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts in chat, congressional trading data, track trades by Congress, insider trading, track trades by management. If you went to Benzinga directly on your own, those things would cost you well over $1,000 a year. You get it with your annual membership to True Trading Group for just $927. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. See all the market makers. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's $600 a year. You go to TradingView directly, included when you join us. The Trade Ideas scanner help you make sure you're focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Streams on our platform every day for you guys to use it. Some of you may pay for these things already. Stop paying for them. Join True Trading Group. You get access to them. A simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. Some of you know how expensive this data is. You get it with your membership to True Trading Group for $927 for the whole year. You get a trading journal that tracks your trades. A social sentiment scanner tells you what's being talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. The mods and I give you watch lists every morning with entry points and exit points so you know where to focus your attention before the day even starts. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. You will click apply code. The price drops to $927. And I'm willing to not just give you a price match guarantee, I'm going to give you a money back guarantee. Not just any money back guarantee. I believe in this platform. I believe in this membership, not just because we created it, not just because it's mine, but because I see it work for thousands of members in True Trading Group. Anyone that joins TTG, I will give you a double your money back guarantee. I'm not kidding. And go on our website. It's right there in plain black and white. Join us for $927. You'll pay $927 tonight. And as long as you do these things, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend a study group, and actually utilize the platform. Don't just log into our platform 4 days all year and then be like, oh, I didn't make any money. Utilize the platform you're subscribing to. Do those things. If you are unable to make back the $927 membership fee that's going to cost you to join, if you can't make that back at least one time during your membership, I will give you $1,854 in return. I'll give you back double your money. I'm dead serious. And you can keep the laptop. Now, I can do that without blinking an eye because we have a refund rate of 2.39%. If our refund rate was 15% or 20%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. True Trading Group would go out of business. But it's 2.39, so I can. 78% of our members renew their membership or have upgraded to become lifetime members of the community. 78% of them. We are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. Go read them. The numbers don't lie. I stand behind this platform, and these are the reasons why, because I know what the results are. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. You will get yourself a free laptop. You will get yourself a 58% discount, and you'll get yourself a double your money back guarantee. Now, since this is the last night that our membership will be under $1,000, I am allowing, just for tonight, anyone that is a trial member of True Trading Group right now, or you used to be a trial member, or maybe you used to be an annual member and you want to come back home, I will let you right now, tonight, before midnight, join for this same offer. But you must send a text message so we can whitelist your email address. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time signing up. Send a text message if you used to be a trial, currently are a trial, or if you used to be an annual member. Send a text message right now to the phone number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4944. 4049. Again, it's right at the bottom of your screen. 786-505-4049. Text that number right now, and we'll make sure we whitelist your email address, and you can get the $927 price point. Because otherwise, if you're a trial member right now, if you finish your trial and then say you want to join, it's going to cost you $1,400 to join. So save yourself the $500. Okay, you can join right now for $927. Anyone else, you go directly to ttgoffer.com and you enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $927, checkout. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop, guys. You'll get a welcome email after you join. There will be instructions in the welcome email on how to claim the laptop. So be on the lookout for the welcome email once you guys join. Again, we ship anywhere in the world. We cover shipping. We have members in 115 countries. I'll get you the laptop. 20 of them are available. David grabbed one before. 20 of them are available here this evening. And again, tonight's the last night. Price is going to be under $1,000. You can also send a text message to that phone number if you have any questions. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. You have any questions? Text us 786-505-4049. Number again is right at the bottom of your screen, guys. Okay? All right. Okay, now what I'm going to do here next is I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to dive in to my game plan for the week. First, we're going to welcome Pedro. Everybody welcome Pedro. Pedro, newest member of the group. So now there's 19 laptops remaining. All right, 19 laptops remaining. Everybody welcome Pedro. Pedro's the newest member of the TG fam. Everybody welcome your new brother. Pedro, welcome to the family. All right. Pedro, welcome. All right, let's dive in. Right now, quick check on futures. Futures are muted. We're a little red, slight red, 0.08 on S&P futures. So we're a little bit red. I told you guys Thursday evening, if you caught my live stream on Thursday, I said I feel like the markets had a little bit of a blow-off exhaustion move on Thursday. I expected the market to be red on Friday. We were red on Friday. And I actually think that you may get a little bit more of a pullback here to start off the week. I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback to start the week. The way the week finishes is going to be based on the earnings reports that come out this week. We have a ton of earnings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a list of stocks, okay? A list of stocks that are on my radar that I plan on trading this week with specific prices for longs and shorts, because some of them I think are shorts, some of them I think are long. So I'll give you obviously those, okay? We got to welcome Mark, 18 spots now left. Guys, these won't last. And honestly, why should they? So many members are saying that they're making money, becoming better traders. We're 5-star rated. We got a price match guarantee, a double your money back guarantee, a free laptop, real education, real tools. You know, these aren't going to last. We got 18 spots remaining. We got $5,000 worth of premium tools. I mean, why would the spots last? Honestly, I mean, we sold out of the laptops on Friday. I'm not surprised. And well, for sure, we're going to set. Here we go. Hannah, welcome Hannah, 17 now. Yeah, we're going to sell out of the. I mean, those are flying right now. 17 are now remaining. Hannah, welcome to the family, Hannah. Hannah, welcome, guys. Welcome, Hannah, the newest member of the TTG family. All right. So, guys, again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. The price drops all the way down to $927. It's the last night under $1,000. You guys got the laptop with it as well. You have any questions? Text us 786-505-4049. All right. Hannah, welcome to the family. All right. So like I said, guys, these aren't going to last tonight. These are going to go. I wouldn't even wait for me to finish talking. If you guys are interested, Brad, welcome to, I'm bleeding. Brad, welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Brad, newest member of the TG family. 16 spots now remain. 16 spots now remain. Everybody welcome Brad. Yeah, I would just open up a new web browser if you guys want to join. Open up a new web browser, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code, and make sure you grab one of these laptops before the price jacks up. And you guys, get the laptop. There's 16 left. You might as well get one. Give it to your kid for school if you don't need it, or just sell it on eBay. Put the money back in your account. It's free. It's a free Windows laptop. Either an Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop will be what we'll send you guys. And we cover the shipping, remember. Let me see. Let me put this a little bit bigger so I can see. Guys, TTG has made it possible for me to do things with and for my family that I would have not been able to do before. Invest in yourselves and learn a skill you will have for life. Amen. Oh, Cloud. I didn't see the username, Cloud. I'm glad to see you, brother. I'm glad to see you. Hope you're doing well, Cloud. Cloud's been a member for a long time. Great deal to join. I paid $1,000 without a laptop. Join now. I already made back the money. Yes. And Bert, if I'm not mistaken, Bert, your long-term portfolio has been on fire ever since you joined True Trading Group, if I am not mistaken. How many here? You know what? Here, wait, hold on a second. Listen, if you guys are not members, I want to show you something real quick. This is going to be really cool. Watch this. If you're not a member, watch this. Members of True Trading Group, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now if you paid more than $1,000 to join TTG and you're still happy. Type the number 1. If you paid more than $1,000 to join True Trading Group and you're still happy, type the number 1. And this is going to be cool. Guys, watch this. If you're not a member, right? Because you guys can join right now for $9.27, but you're about to see how many people paid way more than you. A lot of these people that you're about to see paid $1,200, $1,300, $1,150. You guys can join right now for $9.27, but tonight's the last night. Tomorrow, the price is going to be over $1,000. Okay, so you guys can join right now, though, for just $9.27, right? And you can see how many people paid more than $1,000. Look at that. Look at all these number ones. Wow. Look at all these people. Look at all these people. Look, Kev Dog says, I paid $1,200. I made my money back many times over, Kev Dog said. Exactly. Look at all these people typing number 1. I paid $1,200, $1,270, $1,080. I don't regret it. $1,307, and I paid again. I joined Lifetime as soon as they could. I paid hundreds more. I'm extremely happy. Gone Fishing says, I received my free laptop in the Philippines. No shipping fee either. It's all true. Yep. We have a lot of members in the Philippines, actually. I mean, we have members in 115 different countries. I'm telling you, no matter where you live, there's only a couple places that we don't have members in. Like, we don't have members in North Korea. Okay. But we have members in 115 different countries. So take advantage of it, guys. I made back my lifetime membership 3 times, Papa John. Woo! Big money right there. I like it. I like it. Facts are a great investment. Just do it, says Dre Hode. With what I've learned, I would pay more, T95. T945 says. I offered to pay more, but Adam wouldn't let me. I don't know what that was about, Howard. I'll have to talk to Adam about that one. I don't know why Adam didn't allow that. But no, yeah, Howard, I hear you. How I get my account. Carl Lane wants to know, how do I get my account? Carl, it's very simple, brother. Open a web browser. Go to ttgoffer.com. When you are on that page, you will go to where it says enter coupon code. You will type these 6 characters. TTG121. You will then click apply code. The price will then drop to $9.27. You fill out your account details and you check out. Then check your email. Look for the welcome email. There's going to be instructions in there how to claim your free laptop. Then get your button chat. Get ready to learn, trade, and profit, baby. It's just literally that simple. That's how you get your account. Now, if you have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. It's going to be a big week, guys. I'm telling you. I sat here exactly 1 week ago, and I told you it was going to be a big week. I told you I expected multiple triple-digit gains. We had 3 of them. I expect more of that this week. Get your butts in chat. Let's get to the charts. Okay. Here's some stocks that I'm focusing on this week. let's hit on the stocks that do not have earnings yet. Well, let me tell you what I think the SPY is going to do first. So here we are on the SPY. Okay. 450. This is a level of resistance. This is a level of resistance that we've had. Let me delete this. This is just making making it harder on your eyes. All right. So 450 is a resistance level that we've had. It was a double top back there in April. Okay. It was double top back there in April of last year. So 450 is resistance. We pushed right up to 450 on Friday. On Thursday, Friday, you see we tested this level here Thursday, Friday, and then Friday we got a little bit of a pullback, and now the futures are slightly red. I think we're going to have a day tomorrow that's going to look something like this. Let me draw this out for you guys. Okay, I think you're going to have a candle that looks something like this. Kind of a small red day is what I expect tomorrow, and then I think the real craziness, I think you're going to start to get some big wide range candles once you get into Tuesday and Wednesday. And let me explain to you guys why. Because of earnings. Okay. Again, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, ASML, Tesla, Netflix, Goldman Sachs, ASML, Taiwan Semi, Johnson & Johnson, American Express. All these companies report earnings this week. So I think you're going to see the markets give you a pullback and a retest of the mid 440s. So this is the level I'm looking to be tested this week. See this level here? See how this used to be a clear level of resistance? There was double top here. There was triple top here. Resistance, resistance. What I'm looking for is for the SPY to pull back down into this level and test this zone, right? Pull back down and test that zone. Not in one day, but pull back at some point this week and test this 444, depending on what the earnings are that we're going to get. So I'm coming into the week leaning on a bearish bias and a bearish mindset back to 444. But if once we get to like Tuesday and Wednesday and the earnings that are coming out are just beat and raise, beat and raise, beat and raise. What do I mean by that? Beat means they beat the earnings expectations and they raise their guidance for their next quarter earnings. If a company, if all the companies that are reporting Tuesday and Wednesday beat and raise, then you got to start to shift away from that bearish mindset and you start looking at some possible longs. And I'll talk to you guys about those in a minute for the stocks that are coming out with earnings. But I want to talk about the ones that are not coming out with earnings first. First stock I want to talk about is Carvana. Now, what I want to look for with Carvana. Carvana had a bit of a reversal on Friday. And Carvana has gotten to a very key level of resistance for this stock. Now, the stock has been in a short squeeze. 50% of the float is short. The stock's been pumping to the upside. But now you've got these two strong tails above 40. So every time the stock gets above 40, it's been met with pretty heavy selling pressure. You can see the size of the tails at the top end of this level. Now, normally that by its in and of itself, those tails may not make you feel like the stock's about to move to the downside. But as I pull things back out, I look to the left, I've got a key pivot resistance point right there from September. Then I've got a key support level right there from August, which was a gap fill. So that was a gap. You filled the gap in September. The level stayed resistance. And now that's the same area that the stock is finding resistance here now. That's the same area these topping tails are being put in. What I want to look for on Carvana is if this stock gets underneath $34, I'm going to short it. Now, let me go to a chart and let me show you $34. Why am I saying if it gets under 34, I'm going to short it? Well, we got to welcome Lewis. Lewis, welcome. Welcome, Lewis, to the TG fam. Guys, we're down to 15 spots now. These are not going to last. We're down to 15 spots already. I haven't even been talking for an hour. We're already down to 15. These aren't going to last. You have till midnight to get the 927 price point, but there's only 15 laptops left. Hurry up, guys. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Again, if you're a previous member or previous trial or current trial, you got to send a text message to whitelist your email so you guys can get this offer. Send a text to 786-505-4049. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of your screen. Text us also if you have any questions. We're fully transparent. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. Double your money back guarantee, price match guarantee, free laptop, $5,000 worth of tools, all of our courses. You get it all for $9.27 the whole year. Again, I don't think you need the W money back guarantee, quite honest. We've only had to give a refund to 2.39%. If it was 10% or 15%, guys, trust me, I wouldn't offer double your money back guarantee. But since the number is that low, we can. And it makes sense. It shows you how much we believe in this product. And I have no problem doing it. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind, and it allows you to hold us accountable. So there you go. All right. All right, back to Carvana. I want to show you $34. $34 is very, very important. What you will see on Carvana is a resistance level at 34. Then you broke above 34, and then it became support. This is a 15-minute chart that I'm showing you on my screen. So every candle represents 15 minutes of price action. I'm just doing this to make it a nice clean chart so you guys can see the level very easily. And then it became support again on the 13th. So it was resistance. You broke above it. It became support. And then it became support again. And both times that the stock got over 40, it was met with heavy selling pressure. And then it got over 40. And then once again, was met with selling pressure. So I'm not just shorting the stock tomorrow. I'm going to make myself crystal clear. I am not just shorting the stock tomorrow. I am telling you that I believe this $34 level is crucial. And if the stock gets underneath it, then at that point, I will be short and I will look for the stock to drop down to around 29 to 30 bucks. Okay. So if you crack this level, I'll be short and my target is going to be $29 to $30, $29 to $30. Okay. So now you know Carvana under 34, I'm short. Look for us to get to 29 to 30. All right. That's going to be one of the top plays that I am looking for. I don't know if I'm going to play it long. You know, I have a tough time believing in the long on Carvana right now. I believe this resistance level is a little bit too much. So, you know, I might even take a starter position. Let's say Carvana shoots up early, like on Monday up to like 41, 42, and then it gets stuffed again and drops back down to like 36. Then I might take a starter position short here, and then I'll have a stop. I'll have my stop loss above like that double top, and then I'll add on a break underneath 34, and then you look for the follow through down to 29.30. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for from Carvana. We got to welcome Carlos. Carlos, welcome to the family, brother. Everybody welcome Carlos, newest member of the group. 14 of those laptops now remain. Everybody welcome Carlos. 14. Oh, we got to welcome Carlos back home, actually, guys. Guys, Carlos used to be a member and now just rejoined. Carlos, welcome back. Welcome back home. Welcome back home, Carlos. Welcome back home, Carlos. 14 spots now remain. So again, if you're like Carlos, if you used to be a member, maybe you used to be a trial, you got to send us a text message if you guys want this deal. It's the last night for this price. Price is over $1,000 after tonight. Send us a text, 786-505-4049. Grab one now. And you got a free laptop. In case you didn't know by now. All right. So that's Carvana. One of my top ideas there coming into the day. If we crack 34, I'm on it short. Next up, I really want to focus on NVIDIA and AMD this week because ASML and Taiwan Semi are coming out with earnings. Taiwan Semi specifically, if Taiwan Semi has negative earnings or lowers their guidance, that should send NVIDIA and AMD to the downside in a big way. You can see a 5 or 6% drop in AMD or NVIDIA in one day if like Taiwan Semi or ASML report something that's off. Now, again, these are if this, then that scenarios. Realize what I'm saying to you. I am not saying I'm coming into tomorrow and I'm just getting short AMD or NVIDIA. I'm not saying that. We actually crushed NVIDIA last week long. NVIDIA was one of the triple-digit gains. So let's pull up NVIDIA. Let's talk about it. Now, NVIDIA, we got long NVIDIA literally right there at 428. 428.64. We got long NVIDIA on Thursday. And obviously, you can see the stock just absolutely exploded the next 2 days, went all the way to $480. Was a triple-digit gain for members in your trading group that bought the call option on NVIDIA. Some members actually got over 200% on call options on NVIDIA during that breakout to new all-time highs. So we caught the long. We caught it beautifully. But if you have a situation where ASML has lowers guidance or they miss on their other earnings, if it's negative, I think there is room to the downside on AMD and NVIDIA. And NVIDIA, I would look for NVIDIA to go back to 440. So what I'm looking for NVIDIA would be a retest of this previous all-time high that we just broke above. What I think is going to happen is NVIDIA is going to pull back a little bit further and go back down and retest that level and see if it's support. What else do you see back at that price? See this teal blue line on my screen? That's the 9 exponential moving average. Now, for the last several weeks, this level has been support, right? You see how the stock has been holding this 9 exponential moving average. So that's a level of support for the stock right now. So now that you broke above that previous price, which is previous all-time high, and you have this trade line coming up, that's a beautiful support level that I think needs to be tested. So what I'm looking for from NVIDIA is a red candle that looks something like this as profit taking just sets in. Nothing serious, but profit taking is what I would look for on NVIDIA with a little bit of a red candle that looks like that. I'm looking short 450, profits 440, a nice $10 move. All right, a nice $10 move here. Let's go to a 50. Let's go to a, I'll take you out to like a 3-minute chart just to show you. I'll just take you out here to show it to you. I'll go 15-minute, make it easier. Make it easier on your eyes. Okay, here's 450. Now, why is 450 a key trigger point for me? Simple. It's Friday's low. And prior to that, it was Thursday's highs. And once you broke above that level, the stock went absolutely ape, went crazy. Now you're back at it. It became support. If NVIDIA cracks that level, then I will be short back to 440. And we're going to look to fill this gap. See this gap right here? So you had the big gap up day on the 13th, right? The day after that we actually got long the stock the day before, this huge gap up. I think we fill that gap. So I'm going to look for NVIDIA to fall back down to 440, 439, 440 right here. And we're going to sit right back on top of this level. All right. We'll sit right back on top of that level. And as I pan things out, you'll see that was the previous all-time high. So there's resistance there at 440. And then there's resistance there at 440. You broke above it. You got the follow through. Now let's pull back and retest it and see if that level is now support. So that's going to be NVIDIA. Now, you can't talk about NVIDIA without talking about AMD. AMD has been way weaker than NVIDIA. Now you have this massive shooting star candle that got put in place here on Friday in AMD. Huge shooting star. That candlestick that you see right there, that is a bearish candlestick. I am looking for more downside on AMD. And if Taiwan Semi or ASML, if they have anything bad to say in their earnings, then I fully expect a candle that looks like this on AMD, excuse me. So I expect to see a candle that looks like this for AMD. And what I would look for with AMD is I'd look for AMD to get back to 111.50 to 112. 111.50 to 112. Now, why am I saying that? Well, see this dark blue line on my screen? This dark blue line has been a nice little level of support for the last month. That's the 50-day moving average. Okay, that's the 50-day moving average. But what else do we have? Well, let's go in. Let's take a deeper look. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Look at what we have here. Well, let's take a look at this. All right, this looks interesting. Resistance, 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 and then we broke above it. See how we broke above it there on Thursday? Then Friday, we shot to the upside, double topped, reversed it, and then that level that used to be resistance, what happened? Became support. Became support. So if, similar to Carvana, if Carvana gets under 34, I'm short. If AMD gets under 115, I'm short. So if we crack 115 like this, cracked it, all right, then let's get short. We're going to put our stop loss back above that level, and we will see if we can get more downside on AMD. And my target is going to be this gap fill, which sits down around 111.50. Okay, 111.50 up to like 112. And that's going to be my final target. And we'll see if we can catch some downside there on AMD. Okay, catch some downside there on AMD. It's another one we're watching very closely. Let's talk about another stock that does not have earnings, and it's Microsoft. And Microsoft, guys, this can't be any more clear. If Microsoft gets over $351, I am going long, and I'm looking for the stock to push up into the high 350s. This is as clean could be. The all-time high on Microsoft is 351. If it gets over 351, it's off to the races. We're at new all-time highs, and that's what I'm looking for. Now, 351 is Friday's high of the day, resistance. Then go back here to the beginning of June, resistance. This is all 351, 351, 351. But let's go all the way back to 2021. And wouldn't you know, there's your all-time high at 351. Are you kidding me? This is as severe of a triple top as you can have. So that's one top, two top, three top, four. Green eggs and ham? Nope, just Microsoft at all-time highs. If you break above 351, then look for upside. So the play here is, notice how my watch list is going to be based on long ideas and short ideas. Okay, notice how there's both. Because what if ASML earnings are fantastic? What if Taiwan Semi earnings are fantastic? Then that's going to keep the AI excitement going. And what company is right up there at the top of AI excitement? Microsoft, because of ChatGPT and their investment with OpenAI. So if you get ASML and Taiwan Semi, if they blow out earnings, they raise guidance, and they're like, yo, our AI demand is insane, we're actually raising our guidance, then that probably takes Microsoft through 351 to a new all-time high. If it gets above 351, it's time to go long and let that stock push. 356 minimum will be my target, maybe 358, possibly 360. Depends on what the earnings, depends on ASML, depends on Taiwan Semi. But if those earnings are good and Microsoft gets above 351, then it's time. If you get Microsoft above 351, then I will be long, and I'm going to look for that stock to push up into the high 350s. I think you can get a day where, honestly, you get like a 8-point move on something like Microsoft, which for Microsoft, that's a big move, guys. Like an 8-point move on Microsoft, that's a big move for that stock. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking for there on Microsoft. Another long idea that does not have earnings, and this is something that's lower volatility, it's Sunrun. RUN. RUN, Sunrun. Now, I like Sunrun for multiple reasons. One, I see a reversal signal. Two, I see a key resistance level that's now acting as support. Now, what's the reversal pattern that I see? The reversal pattern that I see is an inverse head and shoulders. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. Here's your right shoulder. Here's your neckline. Okay. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here's your neckline, right? Now, if we can get above this neckline, I think you can have a nice little breakout of the stock. And I think this could be a swing trade if you break above this neckline on Sunrun. Okay. Could be a break above this level. Now, the other thing, what I'm seeing is that's the reversal pattern, which is a inverse head and shoulders. But what's the level that used to be resistance that now I'm looking for to act as support? It's the 100-day moving average, this purple line, this purple pink line. Now look back here. Do you see here resistance, resistance, resistance? Look at this, resistance, resistance, resistance. Every time the stock touched that purple line, it sold off. Then look at right here. Got to the purple line and then sold off. Well, now look. Now you see how we're above the purple line? See that? See how now we're above it? What I want to do now is if Sunrun stays above $19, $19 is my mark, okay? I want to be long Sunrun. If we can stay above $19, that'll keep us above the 100-day moving average, and then look for Sunrun to push, break above 20, and then eventually push yourself and get back over and get over 21 and make a push towards the 200-day moving average. You'll see that you have previous little resistance right here at that mark, and then you will see that 100-day moving average sits there. I'm looking for that level to be support and then push Sunrun back up to the upside. I think that could actually be a little bit of a swing trade. I think that maybe that goes higher for like maybe 2, maybe 3 days. That's something you guys can take a look at. I'm just curious. I want to know how many people are still not members. I want to know, who should be taking notes. I want to know who's getting free golden nuggets of education. Who is getting free trade ideas? Type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member. If you are not a member, I want to see who's on here that's getting all this free information, that's getting all these trade ideas. Type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member. Go ahead. Type the letters TTG. Leonard, Armand, Alan, Steve. East Coast Canuck. Johnny, Blake, Powers, Alan Harding, when, bro? Alan, Johnny Gutierrez, when is my question for you. Vano, Sean, Nufaram, actually taking notes to see if I can follow and make my membership. Nah, Andrew, man. That's the wrong attitude, brother. It's called an investment. It's an investment. Sean Johnson, Carl Lane, Ian Cummings. Ian, I think you're a former member too, brother, if I'm not mistaken. Name rings a bell. Tori. All right, so we still have a lot of people on here that are. So a lot of people on here that are not members. All right, let me keep going through my list here. Ian, if you want to come back home, bro, tonight's the night to do it, man. Tonight is the night to do it. Guys, tonight's the last night. The price is under 1,000. It's 927 today. Tomorrow it's going to be over 1,000. All right, you got some of these laptops left. TTG, I hope one day. Guys, $927 for an entire year. For an entire year to give yourself a chance. When you really think about it, $927 for the whole year to give yourself the absolute very best chance of making money in the markets. It's an investment is really how you have to think about it. That's how our 10,000 members have looked at it. The average annual cost for what we offer on our platform for 927 is probably between around $2,500 to $5,000. That's the average annual cost for what we offer. You can get it tonight for $927 for the whole year. That's it. All right, so that's Sunrun. That is Sunrun. Let's see. I did AMD. I did NVIDIA. I did Microsoft. I did Carvana. Oh, now I want to talk about. Okay, now let's talk about 3 earnings plays. Okay, 3 earnings plays. And listen, and let me also say this, and I mean this sincerely. I don't mean this condescendingly at all. If you cannot afford to invest $927, you should not be worrying about the stock market. I mean that sincerely and genuinely. I'm not being a jerk. I'm not being condescending. I mean that honestly, because if $927 is make or break for you, you should probably, instead of worrying about the stock market, what you should do is get your financial house in order first. Maybe try to find a better job, or maybe pick up a second job. Do something else than be on YouTube and trying to make money in the stock market. Because if $927 is, you can't do that, if you can't make that investment, then I don't think the stock market would be the best place for you to be. I think you should probably focus on getting, other things. We'll be here when you're ready. Listen, we've been around since 2017. We're the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there. So we'll still be here when you are ready. But my advice to you would be to maybe, focus on getting your financial house in order and then come back when you're ready, so that you're in the right state of mind. That's my honest, you're not going to hear anybody else tell you that. Everyone else will tell you, oh, drop your life savings into our membership. No, I'm not going to tell you that. So I would say for now, I would sign off the live. I would start looking for a way to change your current financial situation. And I don't know. That's my own personal thoughts. Okay. Back to, let me finish up these charts. Bank of America has earnings this week. Now, what I want to look at here with Bank of America is underneath a massive resistance. If they don't join tonight, it's going to be more than $1,000 tomorrow. Exactly. That is the truth. It's $927 tonight. It's over $1,000 tomorrow. Yeah, Clay says, I paid thousands more for less before I found this. Johnny says, you guys better join. Guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop down to $927. That's a 58% discount. You guys get yourself a free laptop, double your money back guarantee, and the price match guarantee as well. You have questions? Text us 786-505-4049. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of the screen, folks. Remember, price tomorrow is over $1,000. Tonight's the last night. It's under $1,000. All right, let me show you Bank of America. Now I'm interested to hear about Bank of America because a lot of your other banks, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, they reported earnings on Friday, and they all gapped up, and then they sold off. And I also want to say, Christopher Helms, if you can hear me, bro, I know you're talking to Adam right now. I hope you do join. I know that you're talking to Adam right now. I really hope that you do join, Chris. All right, so Bank of America, a lot of these banks on Friday, they reported earnings, and then they gapped up and they sold off. Like you take a look at Citigroup. Look at Citigroup. Citigroup gapped up on good earnings and then sold off. Wells Fargo gapped up on good earnings and then sold off. Bank of America gapped up with the rest of the banks just as a sympathy play and then sold off. Strange. Very, very strange. Is that a sign of things to come? Is that a sign of things to come for earnings? All the banks' earnings were good. The stock sold off. So is that a sign of things to come? Is that a little foreshadowing? Well, with Bank of America, we are beneath a massive resistance level. Now, what you'll see here is massive support, massive support, massive support in 2022. Now we got underneath it and it's resistance, 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 resistance. And now you're forming a bit of a bear flag, right? You're forming a bit of a bear flag here. Let me show you. Look at that. Forming a bit of a bear flag. And that bear flag is occurring right under this big level of resistance. And look, when I go back even further, look at that. Even you can go back all the way back to 2021 and find that that was a significant level. So I'm very interested in Bank of America. This is a stock that if their earnings, you could, and this is a very low volatility stock, but you can see the stock back at $28. You can see the stock back down at $28. Right. So I'd be looking for Bank of America also to the downside. But again, now these are companies that have earnings. So now you got to realize that when earnings come out, I'm not sitting here trying to pretend like I know what the earnings are going to be. I'm not here to predict a company's earnings. I have no freaking clue if a company's going to beat earnings and lower guidance or miss earnings and raise guidance. I don't know. I don't try to predict that stuff. That's guessing. I don't guess. I look for a high probability. I'm not going to try to guess what a company's earnings are. That to me is more of a coin flip. I don't put my money on coin flips. I put my money on high probability situations. And for right now, it looks like Bank of America down to $28. But if they have fantastic earnings and they raise guidance, then you got to abandon the short idea. Don't short something if the stock gives you a huge gap up and the earnings are fantastic and they raise guidance. Okay. So I think you see downside on Bank of America. Now let's get to the big two, Tesla and Netflix. And they both have massive levels you have to pay attention to. We'll talk about Tesla first. Tesla, the number is 290. All right. The number is 290. Here it is. It's like 287 to 290. And I'll show you. What you'll see here is you've got a double top right here at 286. Okay. Here's your double top at 286. One top, two tops. Okay. There's your double top right there around the mid 280s. Then I zoom this back out and you have this little structure right here from September. Now, your next level of massive resistance is not until you get to around 313, 315. Okay. Look at all that resistance. August and September of last year. You see that resistance there on Tesla? That's your level of resistance. If Tesla, they have earnings on Wednesday. If Tesla is above this level of 286, you may see Tesla try to make a run to 313 on earnings. Now, the big question mark with Tesla earnings, it's not demand. They already announced their deliveries, their delivery expectations. They blew out of the water. The stock gapped up huge 2 weeks ago when that happened. That was during 4th of July week when they gapped up and gave you that their earnings, their delivery numbers. The delivery numbers are not the question. The question is the profit margin. Tesla has been drastically slashing the price of their Model 3 and they'll also drop their Model Y. I mean, they've been dropping the price of their lower vehicles, which are their volume vehicles. Not a lot of people buy Model S's, right? Which are their more expensive ones. That is really eating into profit margin. And that is the concern that some analysts have, is that their profit margins are going to struggle. So if you see a problem with profit margins, then be very careful, because Tesla would have a lot of room to the downside. You're talking about maybe 240 to the downside. You're talking about a $40 drop on Tesla if there's a problem there with their margins. But if margins are good And it still shows that they're able to still be immensely profitable, even with the lower price point, because the lower price point boosted demand, and that makes up for the smaller margin. And if that's still a good, if the margins are still decent, you can see Tesla make a push up to over 300 and try to get to 313. All right. So that's how we're going to be looking at. That's how we'll be looking at Tesla. It'll be an earnings play. Massive resistance up there around 313, 315. And again, I care about margins. Netflix. What do you care about here with Netflix? Netflix has a ridiculous resistance level here in the mid 450s. Okay. Mid 450s, you'll see here, back here, resistance in the end of January. And then you will see resistance right here from Friday. Now, it looks like Netflix wants downside. Looks like Netflix wants 400. But what we're going to care about here is the password, the updates on them cracking down on their passwords, the password sharing. They've really been cracking down on password sharing. That has boosted subscriber growth. It's forcing people that share, 5 people share one account. Now they're really cracked down on that. That's forcing those other people to start to sign up for Netflix. That's giving them a boost to subscriber growth. Does that continue? Do you still see subscriber growth? And then that could gap you above the 455 level. If Netflix gets above 455, that stock has room to the upside, will be long. But if there's any issue there, and if Netflix cannot get over 455 after earnings, then I'm going to short that stock, and we're going to look for that stock to drop back down to 400. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. Guys, it's time for the second code word. It's time for the second code word. I told you I'm giving away $1,000 on this live stream. I gave you the first code word earlier during this live stream. In case you missed it, it is earnings. The first code word is earnings. The second code word is season. Season. The second code word is season. That's the first code word is earnings. Second code word is season. Those are the two code words. What we're going to do here now, folks, we are going to do our $1,000 giveaway in 2 minutes. We're going to pull up the wheel of names. The wheel of names are going to, everyone's name will be in there. We'll spin the wheel. If your name is called, you will have 2 minutes. You'll have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number at the bottom of the screen. See the bottom of the screen. The phone number says 706-505-4221. 786-505-4221. You must text that number if your name is called and give us both code words. But you must know the code words. You'll have 2 minutes if your name is called. Good luck, everybody. Let's go ahead. Let's spin that wheel. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Again, if your name is called, you must text the number at the bottom of your screen. You'll have 2 minutes to send us the code words. And the winner is Christopher Holana. Christopher Holana. Christopher Holana. Congratulations, Christopher. The clock starts now. Christopher, you have 2 minutes to send a text to 786-505-4221. Again, 786-505-4221. You have 2 minutes to send us both code words. Christopher, the clock is ticking. Christopher has 2 minutes, guys. So while we wait for Christopher to see if Christopher locks in the $1,000, I'm going to take a sip of water. Oh, man. Christopher Holana. So, guys, this is going to be a big week. This is going to be a big week. I'm really excited to get into these earnings and let the markets trade based on earnings without having to worry about the Fed. The Fed not having the ability to say anything. The markets can just say, what are earnings? And let's react. And let's just let that momentum grow, let that momentum build, and let's just feed on it. Let's just feed on that momentum this week. I think there's going to be a ton of it. I can't wait. So again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. You will click apply code. The price will then drop down to $9.27. Oh boy, I don't see a text message yet here from Christopher, guys. We still don't have we still don't have a text from Christopher. It's not looking good for our boy Chris. Oh boy. Well, folks, we might. That's it. Adam, that's it. Adam, is that a no? Is that a no-go? I'm waiting on confirmation, guys. Waiting on confirmation. Hey guys, I don't know. I'm waiting on Adam to tell me if we've got a text message from Christopher or not. Let's see. I like the watch list this week. There's a lot of variety on there. There's longs, there's shorts, there's high volatility, there's low volatility. You know, I really like the watch list. Low volatility is going to be Sunrun and Bank of America. The high volatility is going to be Tesla, Netflix, NVIDIA. The medium volatility is going to be AMD, Microsoft, and Carvana. I mean, you got something for everybody on this watch list, depending on the volatility levels that you guys like to trade. The lower the volatility, the cheaper the option contracts will be for those of you that trade options. So I like it. Tesla, Netflix, NVIDIA, high volatility. AMD, Microsoft, Carvana, medium volatility. Bank of America, Sunrun, low volatility. So it's something for everybody. So depending on what level of volatility that you guys like to trade, I like high volatility and medium. Oh, we got it, guys. Christopher got it. Guys, no, Christopher got it. Christopher got it. Yeah, Christopher got it. It's Bayside Warrior. Nice. Bayside Warrior, congratulations. So Christopher did get it. Christopher did get it. Adam just had to verify it that was Christopher that was sending the because sometimes, you know, that we had Adam just had to verify that it was him. So yep, it is confirmed. Christopher, congratulations, my man. Congratulations, Bayside Warrior. Congratulations, Chris. You've won $1,000. Bayside Warrior says it pays to be a member, y'all. Yes, it sure does. And not just because we do these fun giveaways. Not just because we do the fun giveaways. It certainly does pay to be a member. Well, that's it, folks. That's my game plan. That's my strategy. That's the stocks that I'm focusing on for the week. That's how I plan on making money. I know what I'll be doing. I know what my members are going to be doing. I can't say that the same for everybody else. But that's going to be my game plan coming to the week. All right. So again, if you guys want to be in chat with me, if you guys want to be getting all of the real-time notifications on your cell phone when the moderators enter and exit trades, go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops all the way down to $927. You'll get yourself a free laptop. There's a few of them left. Tonight's the very last night. The price is under $1,000, folks. So go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121, click apply code. How do you know you're getting a laptop if you're watching this after it's already aired? If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know you're getting one. As long as you see one, you're getting one. We got a bunch of them or a few of them left. And then you have up until midnight tonight to get the 58% discount. All right, after midnight tonight, the price jumps to over $1,000. You get it now for $927. Okay? All right, folks, listen. That concludes the educational part, and that concludes the analysis part of the live stream. So if you're not interested in a membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. If you are interested, stick around for a minute. I'll actually show you Okay. I'll actually look, we got Matt. Matt says, guys, I am literally trading and making money right now. It's worth it. My man, Matt. Matt, I don't know if you mean like you're trading right now, like maybe you're trading futures right now, or if you mean like right now, like all encompassing, like right now I'm trading and making money. But either way, good stuff, Matt. I'm happy to hear it. So guys, listen, let me show you the actual, platform so you can see what the 927 is going to get you, what some of these things look like. Because remember, you guys have access to all of our tools and all of the courses. So here's the chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions, telling you what we're seeing. And you also can use the mobile app. The mobile app will let you guys see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, get real-time push notifications when the mods enter and exit trades. This way you guys can follow along with what we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. All right. We're with you for the whole day. The moderators are not gone after an hour and you're just left to fend for yourself. We're there trading with you the entire day. You also get 2 private study group sessions to help speed up your learning curve so you can work with some of our moderators. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts in chat. That's over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga on your own. It's included with your membership. You also get congressional trading data to track trades by Congress. You get insider trading, so you can track trades by management. When management teams buy or sell shares of their own stock, you can be notified. TradingView's premium charting software. That's like $600 a year if you go directly to TradingView. It's included when you join our platform. The trade idea scanners on our platform for you guys to use to help, focus on the hottest stocks during the day. A simulator lets you trade stocks options with fake money, but real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity and options flow, short data. You guys might pay for some of this data already. It's included when you join True Trading Group. A trading journal tells you what stocks a trading journal will track your trading and break it down to the statistics. And then a social sentiment scanner tells you what stock we talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings are available on any stock that you're interested in. We got a watch list that gets published to you guys every single day from the moderators. It tells you what stocks we're focused on with entry and exit prices, so you know where to focus your attention before the day ever begins. Then, of course, the courses. Every course you have access to for 927. There's no upsells for courses. This is a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training I received when I worked at a fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it, we've got it. They're all included. There are no pro or VIP courses that cost more money after you join. 927 for the year, get you access to all those courses for the year. You also get a video library that's got over 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics. And of course, you can attend those workshops then live once you become a full-time member. Now, gang, listen, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is if you join now and pay $927, I can guarantee that's the cheapest price you're going to get, because if it's going over $1,000 at midnight tonight. If we do lower the price and sell a membership for less than $1,000 in the future, we will credit you back the difference. I'm giving you a price match guarantee for anyone here that joins here today. But what I can guarantee you is if you join, you pay $927 tonight. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group, utilize the platform you're subscribing to. Don't just log into our website 5 times in the year and then be like, oh, I didn't make any money. Okay, actually utilize what you're subscribing to. If you cannot make $927 back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back $1,854. You can keep the free laptop that you're getting tonight as well. That's the deal. That's it. That's how much I stand behind this platform. That's how much I believe in what we've created and its ability to help you reach your goals. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. 78% of our members renew their membership, and we've only had to give a refund to 2.39%. That's why I can offer you double your money back, because our refund rate is that low. Why is it that low? because the majority of our members are making money. They're becoming better traders because they have real education, real tools, and are part of a real community. You can too. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops $927. See a laptop? Great. You're getting one. If you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Again, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you never miss out on any of these lives. You never miss out on any of the game plans. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night.